So Abigail, I want you to look at this game critically.
Which one?
Heart of Folk will play against Baby Any Gold Stars.
These people will have a problem with you one of these days.
And then, this is one of the tough games for Heart of Folk. This is Heart of Folk's last 12 games. In fact, if they should have played against Lions, would have seen another game that is week 5, but it is empty because Heart of Folk are yet to play Heart of Lions.
Week 5, where are you saying they could be a red box? Week
5 could have been a yellow box.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you pick their statistics, they are yet to win in all the games played in their last 12 away fixtures. They've drawn 3, they've lost 9. It means that the probability and possibility of Heart of Folk drawing a game is about 10%. Now, let's delve deep into another interesting fact about this game. Now, Abby, I'm sure you can predict this game based on these numbers available on your screen. In 2021-2022, it was the debut season for Baby Any Gold Stars. And check, this is Gold Stars at home against Kotoko and Heart of Folk. And it is always the same. It doesn't change. 2021-2022 was their debut season. Kotoko played the first game, won by 1-0. Heart of Folk went there to play Gold Stars. They won 1-0. In 2022-2023, Kotoko was the first team to visit Baby Any. They played against Gold Stars, drew 1-1. And then Heart of Folk went there, ended 1-1. Again this season, Kotoko have visited Baby Any Gold Stars again. They lost 2-1. The next is Heart of Folk. Now, if you pick this thing, Heart of Folk's game against Gold Stars, and if you pick their last 12 away fixtures, it means that it is going to be difficult for Heart of Folk. And for me, I see Baby Any Gold Stars beating Heart of Folk at the Danks Park because Heart of Folk's 1 records in our way is poor. 2, there is a factor combination between these 2 big clubs in Ghana playing against Baby Any Gold Stars at the Danks Park. 3, Gold Stars at attack are good. Now, if you pick their form this season at home against opponents, they beat Kotoko 2-1. They didn't relax. They beat RTU 3-0 at the Danks Park. And then they drew against Heart of Lions 2-2. Why did they draw against Heart of Lions 2-2? Heart of Lions have a record of if you score them 2, they will equalize. One, they did that at the Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium, and then they've done that at the Danks Park. We know them to be the draw masters, and so they were able to equal that record. It means that at the Baby Any Danks Park, the least you can concede is 2 goals. Because they beat Kotoko 2-1, they beat RTU 3-0, and then they drew 2-2 against Heart of Lions. It means that the 2 is constant, which shows clearly here. The 2 goals is constant at the Danks Park. And probability, 95% Gold Stars are likely to score 2 goals on Saturday against Heart of Folk. Now, the strength of these teams, Heart of Folk's strengths rely at the back, and that is why Heart of Folk have managed to keep some clean sheets, but then they are struggling to score. It means that if they want to score, last week the coach decided to use Hamza Issa as his attacker instead of Kashala Wanet Ramos, who has played most games for them. Hamza Issa is yet to pick up his form. They use Suraj Seidu, Enoke Subontin, and co in a game, but they struggle to get a goal. For Gold Stars, they have a consistency at the front. Alex Asso is constant as a center forward. Prince Kobuna Owusu would also be at the attack. Prince Kobuna Owusu, is it a Beche United young lad? He is Prince Edu Kobuna. Okay. And this is Prince Kobuna Owusu. Okay. And then they have Ronald Frimpong. And so the attack of Gold Stars is constant against every opponent. Then their midfield, a constant midfield. You have Charles James Fikamara, formerly of Eduana FC. Then you can talk about Stephen Osebanahene, then Apia McCarthy. It is difficult based on Heart of Folk's games, based on Heart of Folk's performance. Yes, they have a very good defensive backline, but against opponents in an away fixture has always been difficult. For me, Gold Stars constant of 2 goals scored, at least this season at home. If Heart of Folk wants to draw the game, they need to score 2+ goals to draw the game. And that looks scary because Heart of Folk has scored just 1 goal this season, and that is at home against Isotreman. And in that game, Isotreman player had a red card. For me, that 2 goals is constant. And so if Hearts cannot score